A long while ago, I broke my iPhone 7. I can't remember how I broke it, but it charges, but the screen shows absolutely nothing. And then after that, I got iPhone X, iPhone 10. I don't have it here right now, but that one broke because I dropped it, which I showed in my previous video that I got a new phone, which was an iPhone 8. And now, this one is broken because of water damage when I was trying to jack off. You see, water damage. The screen just does green lines now. I thought God would be able to close one eye when it comes to such sinful acts of mine, especially since I only do that shit once every 3 months. But it seems that God is sending me a very clear message here that I should embrace him, fear him, and become a nun. I've only owned this thing for 75 days, but it looks like I am now changing it again. Okay, this time I decided to opt for something not an iOS device. So I decided to go with a Google Pixel 2 XL. It was the only one the second-hand store had. I knew this time I wanted an Android phone, and I always wanted a Pixel phone. Well, it means I can't play Arcade on thumbs anymore, but if there's anything I noticed while spending 75 days with this thing, is that I didn't really play Arcade on thumbs that much. I just didn't have the time. And to be honest, I spend less than 3 hours a day on my phone. Like 2 hours, an hour and a half. I just don't use my phone much because I'm way too busy doing things on my computer. This thing gave me a massive headache. I get this thing, it's a Google phone. It has everything Google on it. All the tracking, everything, I don't like that. And I want to flash a custom ROM on this. To do that, usually it involves plugging it into your computer. And this is the cable that I was given. And no matter what I do, this always happens. Every single time. The only thing that would work is to flat out connect my capture card cable to this thing. I was told in the guide to update my firmware on the phone to the latest version, and so I did that. And when I updated it to the latest version, suddenly the device would stop being recognized. Google's firmware and the cables and everything, this is just so bad. I like this phone, I want to like it, but this is giving me so many issues. But of course, eventually I managed to finally get it to connect after plugging in and out the cable so many times until it finally got recognized. This is an RNG thing. But yeah, so I finally did manage to do it, and here it is. My bootloader is still unlocked. Why? I will explain later. The only thing Google on this phone right now is just straight up the start splash screen. I am now running EOS on this thing. I think it looks nice. I mean, for one, it finally gets rid of that ugly ass Google search thing underneath the phone. When I first managed to flash it, I was so glad. Like, finally. And so I decided, okay, the bootloader is unlocked. Let me go and lock it. And then when I locked the bootloader, the device corrupted. Oh my god, it was such a headache, especially since I couldn't, the whole connecting on USB thing was so unreliable. But then I finally managed to reflash EOS on it again, and here we're back. And right after flashing that, for some reason, I couldn't even download things. When I tried to download anything, it would crash. And then if I tried opening the music app, that would crash too. But then a factory reset solved that, and now music is open, and I can finally download things. I really like the Pixel. I mean, it has this side squeeze function. You can squeeze to take a screenshot. That's nice. And yeah, I guess I'll be enjoying this phone right now. The biggest thing that I'm afraid of right now is I heard that people who had issues with the USB thing, they will have issues with USB adapters. I don't have an official Google USB adapter to headphone jack. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a headphone jack. It makes me mad. But yeah, this one is not official. When I plug it in, audio accessory detected, not compatible with the phone. Holy fucking shit. I have no words. Okay, maybe it's because I'm using a not official adapter, so I have to go get an official one. But I heard people who had issues with the actual OEM cable, which is the problem I had with this cable here when I was trying to connect it to my computer. Those people had problems with the official USB-C adapter as well. And I wanted to start using IEMs too. So, oh my god, this is giving me such a headache. But even then, thanks oriongamercat for seeing how horrible the entire setup situation went and helping me out financially as well, actually. He said that if I got a Pixel, he would pay half, and I got this for $200. So yeah, it was a good price for a second-hand phone, honestly. But yeah, when I bought this phone, the second-hand shop, they didn't have cases for it because Pixels are just not phones that's really seen in Singapore. And he didn't have a screen protector for that, so I'll be buying those add-ons and the official headphone jack adapter. And that would be it for today, and see you guys next time.